Right, now we're good. So for life, for me at the time was really frustrating. I had actually had to give up a day job due to various illnesses that I'd had for a number of years. And I just sort of felt, gosh, something's got to change in my life. And I'd been introduced to the product, which one of the lovely ladies on here tonight will tell you more about very shortly. And this evening is all about stories. And just briefly, I just wanted to say a little quick thing about the fact that I was extremely frustrated with my life and I needed to find something different. And I was the kind of person who wasn't just going to put up with surviving. I actually wanted to thrive. And this opportunity came into my life, and I can tell you now that I have never looked back. I love the community and I love the people that surround me. We have just had so many wonderful things that have come into our life in terms of health and the ability to dream and to be able to look at things to our future for retirement and stuff like that. But this evening isn't all about me, it's all about the stories of these beautiful people that are on here this evening. And to start off, I would love to introduce you to Sonia, who is going to talk more about our program and our products and a little bit about your story. So welcome, Sonia. Just going to spotlight you now, sweetie. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Marie. That was awesome. Love it. Hi, everyone. Just to mention again, my name is Sonia. Over the years, I suffered from so much pain and illness of migraines, colds and flus, which left me battling for so many weeks. After the birth of my 5th baby, I suffered a cracked pelvis as well. Recovering was almost 12 months, so I think it was almost 12 months. And I got struck, not long after that, I got struck down by influenza, which took me weeks to just recover from that. So, and apart from all of those, when I was looking for energy, I was also drinking bees. So I was taking about 2 big cans a day of Energy V cans. So, and it was the green one. So I was terrible just to find that energy. But I found something, and it was introduced to me last year, and these babies are amazing. If only I had found them sooner, if they were introduced to me sooner, it would have just amazed me even more. So we have our fruits, our veggies, and our berries. And as we all know, these are, our energy grabbers, and I just love them. It's your fruit, your veggies, your berries. They come in a capsule form, over 30 different fruits and veggies, which is pretty amazing, and that wows me so much. And it's also encapsulated. It's picked at the peak ripeness. It's juiced, including the pips and the skins. Also, the sugars and the moisture in these fruits and veggies, it's all been extracted. So it leaves you with these amazing and it's dried at low temperature to protect all the healthy nutrients. The powder is then encapsulated, leaving thousands of phytochemicals and living enzymes. And, just knowing about what's in those capsules just amazes me every day. Juicer Plus has been around for 27 years. And it's definitely not a new fad. With over 35 pre-reviewed gold standard studies to the same standard studies as pharmaceutical studies, which is unheard of in the supplementary industry. So there's another wow factor, because we're just wowed by so much. To summarize the results, the research shows that Juice Plus helps to decrease inflammation in the body, and it also increases the immune system. We all know that fruits and vegetables are great for our bodies. Working through the bloodstream and working our insides out pretty much is a fantastic way of knowing that they work like this. So it also works on your organs as well. So there's another amazing factor there. It's also awesome to know that science backs up all these products as well. It doesn't need a health warning, as it's just food. If you can eat all types of food, you can eat Juice Plus. It's also safe during pregnancy, breastfeeding mums, kids of all ages, the elderly, even when our athletes, they need to be drug tested. It's also safe for them also. It's recognised and recommended across the countries, New Zealand and Australia, that 3 to 5 servings of fruit and vegetables could be achievable for most. However, science suggests we really need 9 to 5 servings for vitality and optimum health. This is to combat the oxidative stress in today's society. Myself, I definitely know I do not get anything like that into my system every day. I don't get 9 to 12 servings. I definitely don't. So that is why I take the Juice Plus capsules, just to help me bridge that gap. Products are completely safe, and Juice Plus are a real company with a heart because they can sponsor a child for free. The Worldwide Children's Health Study, with every adult that takes Juice Plus capsules, can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18. They come in a delicious and juicy-licious gummy form. You got your vegetables and your berries. They are amazing. I love to snack on these, even though they're not mine. They're actually my son's. But when he's not looking also, when I'm not looking, he will grab them and eat them by the packetfuls if I don't keep an eye on it. So that's why they're up very high and you can't get it. So much research and feedback coming back from parents who have noticed an increase in their child's craveability for more fruits and vegetables. The amazing signs that are coming back on children are improved concentration, better, improved dental, skin conditions are clearing, because we do. Some of our children do suffer from eczema, and this is just helping them just to ease that pain. So we love the feedback. We also have another one. We have our Omega. Sorry, I don't have the actual capsule on me, but I do have a photocopy. So that's our Omega. It's a full spectrum plant-based vegan Omega capsule. So it's another amazing. So it's gotten rid of that fishy aftertaste and that fishy after smell, so you don't get that. This is an Omega blend that is literally one of the only Omegas on the market that has made a difference, and it has really made a difference. So there's no fishy smell. The Omega with no fishy smell or taste, or can provide a healthy way to get those into something that I love to share is our healthy fats into our system. Great for depression, anxiety, improved mobility. Sorry, a little bit tongue-tied. Reducing inflammation with all the additional benefits too. There's so much benefits from this. We also have another product, a couple of products. We have our complete shakes, and it comes in an easy, convenient sachet, which is amazing.
Maybe like
this is your French vanilla. We also have a Dutch chocolate. Sorry, I've got a photocopy. Some of us do get hungry for this. Unlike a lot of protein powders, like your whey, for example, it is heat treated and there's a few nasty chemicals in it, which is actually toxic. This protein is completely vegan, and each sachet covers your 3 macronutrients, which you need in every meal. It's your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your healthy fats. We also have in the ingredients is your broccoli sprouts, your alfalfa sprouts, your radish, spirulina, pomegranate, pumpkin powder, mushroom powder, and wow, get this one. There is 4% of vitamin D in just one of those sachets. Now that's another wow one. See, we're just like wowed. This is an online health program that has been written around the product called the Juicy Body Transformation, that has been written by our lovely Kira Westwood, who has been on the MasterChef in 2014 and made top 10. She's very passionate about her health and nutrition. She's very passionate about sharing her knowledge of that. She's very passionate about so much and team building. And it's just clean. She loves the passion of clean eating, looking and tasting delicious. The program is deprivation free. There's no calorie counting, family friendly. Juice Plus is a part of bridging the gap, because we know not each day or every day is perfect. So I'm going to step it up a notch and pass it over to our lovely awesome chickie babe, Shan, who's going to share her story about the product tonight. Is about real people and real stories. Thank you, Shan.
Thank you, Sonia. Hi, everyone. I'm Shan. I came across Stress Plus about 8 months ago. My friend was sharing her journey on Facebook. She had just recently had a baby and she was doing real well. So I reached out to her and wanted to know more what she was doing, what she was up to. So yeah, 8 months ago I jumped on board. Before Juice Plus, I was living a real unhealthy lifestyle. I had next to no energy or motivation to do anything. I ached from basically my head to my feet for no reason. That's just living unhealthy. That's what happens, I guess. I also suffered with sciatica from since I've been a teenager. I think I was due to starting work at a young age. Of in the shearing industry. I don't know if you know the shearing industry. It's shearing sheep. I started shearing sheep at 15 years old, and I think that's what caused me to suffer from sciatica. I also had high cholesterol, so I was on the pink point of getting diabetes. Diabetic runs pretty much in our whole family. My grandparents had it and my mum had it. So yeah, you know, I was only 26 years old and on the pink point of getting diabetes. I knew I had to change my ways. So I jumped on board. So 8 months later, my energy is 100. My energy is at 100%. My eating habits are much healthier. I got clearer skin, healthier hair, healthier nails. I'm no longer at risk of diabetes. My cholesterol is at normal. And I no longer have sciatica. I also work out 5 to 6 days a week at a gym. 8 months ago, or prior to 8 months, I had never stepped foot in the gym. So I go 5 to 6 days a week. I have currently lost 18 kgs since being on the product, and my muscles are more defined, are more toned, and yeah, the product has been amazing. I would recommend it to anyone and everyone. Whoever wants to get on board, jump on board. It's amazing. And yeah, that's it from me. Passing it on to Holly.
Hey guys, thanks heaps, Shan. That's awesome. So cool that you've lost that much weight. I've got a sort of similar story. So I started on the products around 12 months ago now. I came across it on a Facebook post, didn't know the person who I reached out to and contacted her. I was so super skeptical. I did loads of research. I wanted to know all of the information that I possibly could before I said yes. What I did read and what I did look into, I liked the look of and the sound of, and so I said yes. And yeah, since then, when I started, the reason I was looking really was because I was injured. I had torn my rotator cuff in my shoulder, and I was in a lot of pain. I was taking a lot of medication for that to try and ease the pain, and that was making me feel worse inside myself because I was obviously, just covering something up with something, and it was making my tummy feel a little bit yucky, and I'd feel quite nauseous and lethargic, and I was getting really tired in the afternoons. I would come home and have a little nap and try and beat my husband getting home. Like, I'd try and be awake before he got home and be all onto it, when really I was just hiding how much pain I was feeling. I was also 19 kgs heavier than I am now. So over that 12 months, which I think is awesome, it's been like a gradual time for me to gently lose the weight. It hasn't all been straight away, and I've been able to manage it with our JBT program, which Sonia talked about. Just keeping my diet, the things that I've learned through being part of the program, and it's just, it's meant the world to me, because I'm just healthy and happy. I've got so much energy. I didn't have to have the surgery, so that was the biggest thing for me, because it was my right shoulder, and I'm right-handed, and I'm also a teacher, and so I just couldn't even imagine the recovery time. I feel like I'm pretty tough, but I still thought I would have too much of a recovery time, to warrant me having the surgery. And so I was trying to find something that an alternative to not go down that track. So I was really impressed that I didn't have to. My surgeon was really impressed. He asked me what I'd done, because just before saying no, a couple of months before starting the product, and I'd had a cortisone injection, and that had done absolutely nothing for the pain. But basically, a couple of weeks after starting on the product, I rang my surgeon and said I don't need the surgery anymore, and I was off all of my medication. So I didn't have to have my painkillers or my anti-inflammatories. I felt no pain, which is so bizarre, because we talk about this not being a cure. It does do something different in everyone's bodies. We're all, we're not all made the same. And we're all struggling in different areas, so we never know what it's going to do for anyone, but it's just been so amazing for me. I just don't have any of my medication, like not even just for my torn rotator cuff. I was anemic. I don't have any of that medication, or have to have iron supplements or anything. I was taking magnesium and sleep drops for sleep, but also cramping. I'd cramp at nighttime in my sleep. And it was so painful, I'd shoot up in the middle of the night and grab my calf muscle and be in so much pain. And now I just don't even get that. I don't get cold sores like I used to, because I'm not run down. I have so much energy. I'm exercising, and not in the gym, because I'm not really a gym goer. I like nature. So I like, being outside and outdoors. And so, that's kind of where I go. And it's okay, because it's whatever suits you, and this program is just amazing. It allows for that, and everyone's so supportive, and I just think this last 12 months has been awesome. I'm excited to see where else this goes and who else this can impact. So thank you. That's my share. Now I'm going to pass you over to Rachel, who's going to let you know a little bit about the business side of the company. Thanks, Rach.
Hi guys. So I had a similar story, a lot of health issues when this came into my life. So it totally ticked all the boxes. I was a raw vegan, but I was still really sick. So when I saw that, it just made sense. But then I saw the business behind it, and like, I'm a homeschooling mum. I wanted to be able to maintain that lifestyle choice without having to send my children to mainstream school and all that stuff, and changing my values. So when I looked at the business, I'm like, tell me more. But I was really skeptical, because I thought, is it one of those things? Because I didn't want to be in one of those things. And I was so pleasantly surprised when they just answered my questions. So what I found, first of all, is it, a pyramid scheme? So when I looked at that, and I really want to just straight up say it's not. Pyramids were made illegal in the 1970s. So this business has been around for like more than 25 years, and it's going strong. And I'm so proud to stand by this, because it's changed my life and so many others as well. But when I looked into what they were sharing with me, I found that we're actually surrounded by pyramid schemes, not schemes, like structures everywhere. So you have your triangle, right? So you like the government, churches, the Woolworths and Coles, and I was in a place called Sister. I am an ambitious person. There's no way that, oh, can you guys hear me? Hopefully you can. Let me know if there's any problem. My internet's not that flash. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, when I started, I wanted to go up levels, of course. And but when I saw that you had to kind of stamp on people to go up, and that it got narrower as you go, right? And that's not fun. People losing their friends. The higher you got more responsibility, and the money wasn't backing that up either. And so it wasn't a nice environment. It was a beat everybody else type of system, and there's no way I was going to keep this person off their throne. And these middle sections here are always outsourced. So I was either stuck here or there. And when I saw how these people worked, and they worked really hard, and they were always stressed and unhappy and grumpy, and I didn't like working with them most of the time because of it, I stayed for 5 years down here as a worker bee because I didn't want to go up. But when I saw this model, it's like an open rectangle. Can you guys still hear me? Everything still good? Okay, cool. Sorry, I've had internet problems at the moment. So I love our structure because there is no ceiling to this thing. You all come in as a virtual franchise. So for $165 in Australian or $192.50 in New Zealand, you get to, from your phone, be able to create an additional stream of income, which means that you're just the person connecting customer and company together. So I love this because this still too has levels, goals to help you work towards. But the difference is everybody has the opportunity to reach the top. There's no competing. It's all about helping everybody. And you can't get up here to the pinnacle position, NMD, without being someone who loves to help others. So I love that because that's in my nature. I love loving on people and helping them reach their goals. And I love our team and our community because we're all there just to help everybody else. So that totally made sense to me. The other thing that the other misconception is I don't know a lot of people. I don't want to be one of those scary hunting people. Do I have to hunt and chase down people and burn bridges? I didn't want that. And they said no. And they showed me how, because I honestly didn't know many people. Say this is me. So first of all, there's 3 types of people who come into this business. The first one is someone who, let's call them A. So person A loves the program, loves the product, loves how it's helping them feel better, look better, and it just really takes their health to the next level. And they'd love to get their product cheaper. Maybe they refer it to a few people. So they're person A. Person B would love to be able to, they love the product, they're like person A, right? They love that. But they recognize that they'd love to put some extra money in their bank account, like an extra $500 to $1,000 totally helps a lot of people these days with paying bills and having less stress and stuff like that. Person C is like them too, but these people kind of quickly realize that person C is the one who really wants to make a go of this. It's their plan B. They recognize that they can turn it into their full-time income and create time freedom and financial freedom and follow more of their passion of what they want to do. So when it comes to that question, do I need to know a lot of people? So this is my beautiful friend Alex. I'm going to put that an A for Alex. She introduced it to a lady called Kylie Marie. Kylie Marie went in, and Alex is introducing it to a whole bunch of people as well as Kylie Marie. But I was one of them, right? So that's me. And then I introduced it to a few people. And one of them was my cousin Rachel. She wanted to be able to stay at home with her baby. She wanted to be able to help her husband not have to work in his dangerous labouring job. And so she introduced it to her friend, Jemina. And Jemina was very similar. Her husband's a labourer as well, and she wanted to be able to pay off their mortgage. So she introduced it to Mel, who had 3 jobs, who had worked in the government, and she was always time poor and didn't get time with her husband, so she wanted to get out of that. So she introduced it to the beautiful Holly. Now, all these people are introducing it to others as well, right? And Holly's introduced it to heaps of people too. But the thing is, Alex didn't know me and she didn't know any of these people for sure, but now she does. And we all have been able to create an amazing community of people helping and loving on each other and making a difference in the world. So I love that. It's like a popcorn effect. When you take popcorn off the stove, it just pops. So when you're on away on holiday, like I've been quite a few times last year, my business is popping without me, and it just grows without you, and you just get to make amazing friendships. So that's those ones blown out of water. So I'm going to pass it to Lil, who's going to share the 3 ways we get paid, because who doesn't love that?
Thanks, Rach. Hi everyone. So I am Lil, but I'm also known as Tiara, and I get the pleasure of sharing how we get paid in this business. So unlike a traditional job, like I work at KFC, I only get a wage every week for however many hours I've done, which sometimes is like, wow, why did I even bother wasting my time? So yeah, and also I get dragged away from my children every time I go to work, and I don't like that. So we get paid 3 different ways in this company, and our company is really, really smart. They're not like your average company, pay for advertising, marketing, all those celebrity endorsement beers, or that glitter and glam crabberdoodles. None of that. So what it is we get paid retail profit, a commission, also bonuses. So we get paid 3 different ways. I'd like to talk about bonuses for a while here. So when you come into the business, you have a sponsor. They're your upline. So you start, as Rachel said, as a VF, and then within your first 10 days, you can get to DVF, and that is $100 bonus for you on top of your orders already. So that could be paying off your order already and a little bit of extra money to go on all them bills you made. And then in the next 30 days, you can get to SDVF, and that's a $400 bonus for you, and then a $400 bonus for your upline. So as you can see, as we help others, we get paid too. And then we've got SC, that's a $600 bonus for you, and a $600 bonus for anyone you teach to get there. Then there's SSC, and that's a $1,200 bonus for you, and a $1,200 bonus for anyone you teach. So see, this is how we get paid all this monies. And then this must be looking pretty fantastical, because as we are a recommendation company, we get paid to recommend everything. So lots and lots of money to be made, guys. What you waiting for, eh? Here we go. Righty, that's my share. And I'd like to hand it over to the lovely Catherine, who's going to speak more about her business share. Over to you.
Awesome, Lil. I love how you shared how we get paid, because I'm going to share my story. And my story when I came across this business was absolutely about earning an extra income to bring into my home. I came into the business because we were desperate. I didn't want to go back to a normal job. I wanted to always be a stay-at-home mum, and I found that I had actually truly lost myself in that role of being a mummy. I love being a mum. I love my children with all my heart and soul, but I actually did lose myself, and I forgot who Catherine was. So I was on Facebook. I was scrolling through Facebook, the amazingness of social media. So I saw a information. I reached out, and I got all my questions answered, and I had hundreds of questions. And Alex, the lady that Rachel was sharing about, I spoke to her. She answered all my questions, and I thought, well, it works in with me. I wanted to be able to stay home with my 5-year-old at the time. He's now 6, and I wanted to be able to work from home. Like I said, I didn't want to go into the workforce. There's nothing wrong with that. That is what we know, but it was just not for me. So I said to my husband, look, I can do this. And he said, yep, jump on board. So I did. I jumped on board, and I haven't looked back. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity because it's totally changing my life. And I've met all these amazing people that you see on here tonight. And I was able to earn a lot of those bonuses that Lil shared about how we get paid. You totally do earn those. And it's exciting, and I'm excited for the future, for myself and my family. I'm excited for what the company gives us. We get holidays on them. We get when we go to different things. They pay for them, and that's really exciting because I don't know many companies that would pay for many things to let you go away to different events and things like that. So that's my story, and thanks for listening. And I'm going to pass it on, to the beautiful Kim, who's launching her business tonight. Kim, what was it life like before you came across this business, and what are you looking forward to the future with this business? Thanks, Kim.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. Well, how it started for me was I saw a post on Rachel's Facebook, actually, about having more freedom in life. I thought, wow, that'd be nice. And I was having a bad week at work. I was getting over working some days and missing out on events and, hanging out with my friends. And so I thought there's got to be more to life than this. So I contacted Rachel, and she sent me a link, and I didn't know what to expect. And it was good to learn about the products and what they can do for you. And I heard a girl speak, and she said it helped her mental health. So I thought, oh, I'm in for that. And I thought, I'm definitely not getting enough fruit and veggies. So my health journey started from there as well. So I've only been on the products for nearly 3 weeks now. And I've noticed more energy, and I last a day at work a lot better than I used to. And I'm still doing stuff when I go home and get to go for a walk. And I noticed when I used to watch TV, I'd couldn't get off the lounge. If I had to go do stuff, I'd be like, oh, I don't have any energy. I can't get up. So I just jump up and do things now. And I don't have as much aches in my shoulders as I used to, I've noticed, and more energy. And my parents have even jumped on board, which is great. We're going for walks as a family. They're getting healthy as well, and I'm enjoying the benefits of it. So for the future, I look forward to handing in my resignation at work and traveling to all the places I want to see. Just to have the freedom to do that would be awesome. Just to book a ticket and go see my friends and spend time with them, and spend time with my parents and help them out with shopping appointments and just hang out with them more. So that's my journey so far. I'm going to hand it back to Marie.
Thank you so much, Kim. Hey, congratulations on launching your business tonight, hon. And I definitely like your future goals about giving up the work and travelling. Certainly some of mine around travelling, that's for real. Hey, tonight's been just absolutely wonderful hearing all from these beautiful ladies and how Juice Plus has influenced their lives. And I just reach out to you if you've either been invited on here tonight, and thank you for giving us your time, or if you have the opportunity to see this as a recording, reach out to those people who have shared this with you. If it's something that resonates with you, then please get your questions answered. I'd say that 20 months ago, I was extremely sceptical about this. I had so many questions, and I just kept, the lovely Kirsty introduced me to this product and business, and I just kept asking and asking. There was just something deep down inside me that just made me think, yes, this is the right thing to be doing. This is going to be the vehicle that's going to make the difference with, I mentioned before about, seeing some dreams and seeing the future. one of the things I'd like to share with you about the business is that we talked about, you know, it having a really strong structure about community, and also about how we get paid. I don't know of any other business that pays in 3 ways. And it's a very low startup cost, and, you know, reach out and get those questions answered around that. We have a system in place which is definitely working. The month of April has just passed, and we've had so many promotions within our business. The people on here tonight have, you know, done so well, and other team members around us. We are a very, very wide community across Australia and New Zealand is where we're actively working, but we can actually work in 28 countries around the world. Show me another business that can do that so freely and easily. And I'd just like to finish off with saying that we do this every Wednesday night, and you're very welcome to come back and check us out again or join us as part of our team. So thank you very much for sharing your time with us, and good night, everyone.